Although Sidious chose to save the life of the dying Anakin Skywalker after his encounter and defeat at the hands of his former master Obi-Wan Kenobi, Sidious still took note of Vader's intense failure, despite bouncing back and destroying the rest of the Jedi following. Even though Darth Vader experienced great success following Order 66, this failure always haunted Vader as well as his master. Because of Vader's failure, Sidious opted to fund alternative means for an apprentice that would never have been allowed under the rule of the Republic. This included giving the go-ahead for illegal experiments. Over the next 2 decades of the Empire, the evil scientist Silo experimented day and night in search for the perfect apprentice to replace Darth Vader. Despite this, at least for the time, Sidious was content with Vader and his performance against the rebels and the Jedi. It was only after Vader's second major failing, however, that Palpatine chose to unveil what his secret scientists had been working on for so long. It was only after the destruction of the Empire that Sidious questioned his apprentice. I was intrigued by the scientists. What could they achieve if unfettered by the hypocritical morality of the Old Republic? We would see, for it is not my duty to chart the possibilities. Silo grew powerful. His tendrils were deep in Tarkin's initiative. His cancer was one with its flesh. If I simply tore him free, I would risk a schism of the Empire's greatest minds. While the Death Star was being constructed, that was unthinkable. After its destruction, it was even more so. I had to make him overplay his hand. After several notable candidates were selected to face the dark side apprentice, the Dark Lord Darth destroyed them all, and proved to the Emperor that he was in fact worthy of the title of Darth. However, because of his frustration, Vader did not hold back. Vader, however, revealed his fury to Sidious, telling his master that he was foolish for entertaining the idea of a non-force sensitive apprentice, and that these ideals went against that of the Sith philosophy. Without a force sensitive to carry on the mantle of the Sith would die, and Vader knew this. In response, Sidious calmly told Vader that he had overstepped his place as the apprentice, and that it was his job to learn of the dark side of the Force through his master, and for the master to discover new ways in which to teach the apprentice. Sidious revealed that through trial and pain that one grew in power in the dark side, and that beyond power there was nothing. We are all of us always being tested, my friend. Tests make us stronger, and strength is power, and power is the point. We must pass all the tests we face, or die in the effort. It was because of Sidious's choice to attempt to use non-force users in an effort to replace Vader that angered the Dark Lord so much, as Vader believed the ruler of the Empire should always be Sith in origin, and without the power of the dark side of the Force, there is no Sith. Sidious, on the other hand, was always seeking to evolve his empire, and would not hesitate to replace Vader if a more suitable apprentice revealed themselves. The flaw that Darth Vader failed to recognize is as long as there was a Sidious, there would always be a Sith. Do not underestimate how much you disappointed me on Mustafar. I saved you, but you showed how much off the mark you fell. The dark side is strength. If they defeat you, they are stronger. If you defeat them, you prove you are. This is the way of the Sith. I named you Vader after you pledged yourself to the Sith. You proved yourself worthy of it then. I am certain you will prove yourself worthy of it now. But that is how Darth Vader called out his master, Darth Sidious, for not following the code of the Sith after the events of A New Hope, and Vader's second greatest failure. But leave what you think of this in the comments down below in your interpretation, and let me know if you agree with either Vader or Sidious. Do you think it was wise for Sidious to attempt to expand his empire in this manner, or is Vader correct that the Force is always mandated for the Sith? I would love to hear your opinions in the comments below. The Force be with you, and have a great day.